But if I'm being completely honest, I feel like Tom's been such an asshole.
What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about an absolute disaster of a media week that Jon Jones has been having. This is the morning of UFC 309. I almost said 310. 309. See, that's how little I care about this fucking card. I mean, this is the morning of UFC 309. And I wanted to do this kind of last video right before the pay-per-view to just one last bullet. Ryan Jon Jones' fat belly. So make sure you guys like and sub. Let's get right into it. He's been saying some crazy stuff this media week, and it's been an absolute fucking embarrassment, just like his whole career. Now, Jon Jones, again, embarrassment of a fight week. One of the first videos / interview media things I want to show you guys is him saying he is willing to vacate the heavyweight title and do fun fights. And he mentions guys like Jamal Hill and Derek Lewis. So let's just react to this.
Yeah, I could see myself. I can see myself after this entertaining super fights only. You know, after this fight, if we get a dominant
Super fights only. So instantly I have an issue. So you consider Jamal Hill and Derek Lewis a bigger super fight than Tom Aspinall? Let's just keep watching.
performance, I'm prepared to vacate the heavyweight championship and fight for fun. And I want to fight for fun. And I've had a
Super fight? Is it a super fight or is it a fun fight? You just contradicted yourself in the same goddamn sentence. He first said, I want to do super fights only. And then literally 3 seconds later says, I just want to fight for fun, man. I'm gay. I just want to fight for fun.
big chip on my shoulder my whole career of having to defend. And
Also, sorry if I can only hear it in one ear. I'm sure it's the same for you guys. It's not my video, so sorry about that.
you know, I don't necessarily want it to be over, but I just wanna fight for fun. You know, I think about one of my teammates, Donald Cowboy Cerrone. You know, he just fights. Win, lose, or draw, he just.
So now he's comparing himself to Donald Cerrone, the guy that's been on like a 6-fight losing streak, who's literally been cut from the UFC. Like, I don't know if he's cut, but he's like retired completely, even though he's saying he wants to come back. So you're comparing yourself to old man washed Donald Cerrone. All right, interesting, John. Interesting guy to compare yourself to at this stage of your career. Very interesting.
And I would love to kind of experience that for the first time in my career, of just being like, not having this belt to try to protect, but just fighting guys that I stylistically want to fight against. You know, just random fights. You know, like you know, Jamal Hill.
Random fights. What is he talking about? It's super fights, then it's fun fights, now it's random fights. Is this guy okay, bro? And as we've kind of gotten to like the end of this fight week, I'm realizing I think he's just trolling or playing mind games. I actually don't even think this. I think he is retarded, and I think he's a little bit crazy. I think at this point it's got to be mind games because he just sounds ridiculous. He just called out Jamal Hill.
Me and him meet up at 220 and see what happens. That'd be interesting to see. Let's just see what happens, you know. Or I'm at an interesting weight where I can fight light heavyweights or heavyweights. You know, Derek Lewis, the biggest knockout power.
Derek Lewis.
In history.
I'm done. I'm done, bro. Anyways, he calls out Derek Lewis. He calls out. Do I even need to say anything, guys? So that was the first thing, or one of the first things. Really, the thing that prompted me to make this video was actually the gloves. So we're gonna get into this now. The fucking gloves changed. So the next thing that kind of, and again, I said like really prompted me to make this video, the gloves. The gloves were changed, bro. Like, so the new UFC gloves, the gold and the whatever the fuck. I never really thought they had to change the gloves. Obviously, people have talked about like Trevor Whitman's gloves that were really good, but the UFC decided to change it. And you know, I've seen people say, "Oh, there's no KOs in these gloves." That's bullshit. Like, I'm pretty sure didn't Pereira knock out Yuri in those gloves? I know he knocked him out with a head kick, but he dropped him with a left hook as well. We've had knockouts in these gloves, bro. Like, Topuria knocked out Max Holloway. Like, what are we doing here, right? So let's listen to, or let's read this from John. He says, Jon Jones says he was relieved when he found out the gloves were being brought back at UFC 309. He tried the new ones weeks ago, found them uncomfortable. He was stressing about them, yada, yada, yada. Right? So he basically, what I think happened is he was complaining to the UFC, like, hey, I don't like these gloves. And then he says that, and we could look at that too. He claims, like, oh no, we had no part in the gloves changing. That was the UFC's decision. Dana said it. Dana was like, no, that was my decision. Look, let's be fucking honest. John Jones was telling them without telling them, hey, I hate these gloves, change them, basically. You guys know, like, think about it. Like, you guys ever had a girl, she's mad at you, but she's like, she's not going to explicitly tell you she's mad at you, but she's giving you every single hint that she's mad at you. Or if she's hungry, or if she wants a new pair of shoes. Like, hey, you see these shoes? She keeps showing you these shoes over and over again. It's because she wants you to buy the fucking shoes, all right? And this is kind of what I think is happening here. Dana White gave in, Hunter Campbell gave in to John Jones complaining about these fucking gloves. He's the first and only guy to complain about the gloves. I've not seen anyone complain, like, but he's the apparently he's the only freaking guy that has a problem with them, and they changed it right away. So again, just kind of ridiculous at this point. This guy basically gets whatever he wants. I mean, they're changing it for the vets, they claim. Oh, there's a lot of vets on the card. It's literally John Jones, Stipe, and Chris Weidman. What are we talking about vets? Unless you consider Mickey Gall a vet and Paul Craig. I don't know, bro. Yeah, another thing with the eye pokes. These gloves are meant to prevent eye pokes. So, guys, tonight is UFC 309. Expect some fucking eye pokes. This guy said, let's be honest, after Dana wiped his spit in. Alright, I'm not reading all that, but absolutely fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Here's the actual video, too, if you guys want to listen to his shitty gay voice. Sorry.
John, we just saw you.
And again, it only. For some reason, these Twitter videos are only playing in one ear. It's not my audio, it's theirs. So.
Clip of you trying the gloves, and it's the old gloves, right? Because you haven't worn the new ones. But I was wondering if you get to train with the new gloves. This was a change that just happened in the last couple of days, or
I put the new gloves on a few times, and man, they're very uncomfortable. I think they're uncomfortable. They're a lot smaller than the original glove. I was a 2X in the original glove, and I'm a 3X in the new glove. And the natural curve, it just feels funny. It just feels funny.
Yeah, of course.
So Hunter called me
It feels funny to the guy who literally, and I don't know if this is a real stat. I'm kind of just making this up right now, but I'm assuming he's got probably the most eye pokes in UFC history. Let's be fucking honest. And it feels uncomfortable to you. The guy that's notorious for seemingly purposefully eye poking people, because people are gonna say, "Oh, no, he didn't do it on purpose." Bro, he does this. I just saw a clip yesterday of him doing it to Gustafsson. Or no, it was Glover. It was Glover to Shera. Which, by the way, the ref didn't even step in. He blatantly goes like this to Glover's eyes. The guy eye pokes everybody in every fight. And you gotta talk about, oh, it feels uncomfortable. I don't like the curve. Yeah, because it's supposed to prevent you from doing this and eye poking people. But of course you don't like it, John, because you're a homo. You're a nice guy. Let's just say that. Fucking
days ago and told me that he was going to put everyone on the card back in the original glove, and I was just so grateful.
yeah. Of course they told you that, right? Fucking corrupt. UFC is corrupt, bro. The UFC is corrupt. One guy complains. One of their biggest stars complains. They instantly change the gloves just to please him. Corrupt ass shit, bro. Corrupt. You can't tell me the UFC isn't corrupt, bro. I'm sorry, it is. I might even just do a video on it. Like, the amount of people that have gotten title shots this year off of, like, not Jamal Hill. This is gonna be, this, I meant Khalil Roundtree, but it sounds racist because they don't all look the same, alright? Khalil Roundtree got a title shot off of being, like, ranked number, like, 8, I think. Adesanya got a title shot off of a loss. Like, what? I might just do a video on that because it's like Hamza Chimaev gets freaking. It is what it is. One thing I will say, I will actually give credit to, shockingly, is Dana White. He's actually been very kind of low key based, um, in terms of he's kind of been like forcing John's hand here. I'm gonna play you this video. he's not really taking John's side, which I think is also plays into like this has just been a bad week for John Jones.
Well, of course, obviously a guy like John Jones has had a career that, if he wants something, we would do it. But you can't just want to do a fun fight and not fight the interim heavyweight champion, the guy who's next. Because if John Jones retired on Saturday, Tom Aspinall would be the heavyweight champions.
Base. That's base. That's completely base from Dana White. Because it's like, John, and well, that's now John is like, well, I'm willing to relinquish the heavyweight title. It's like, well, you know what? Fine, just do that. Because you relinquish the heavyweight title, Tom instantly just becomes the undisputed champion, according to Dana, which is good, actually. I prefer that over like Tom having to fight Cyril Gane or something to then undisputed. Like, no, just just promote Tom to undisputed and like just because it's not fair. He's defended the interim title. John Jones doesn't want to fight him. Fine, don't fight him. But Dana is obviously not gonna just instantly bow down for you, and that's cool. W Dana, he's been doing all this glazing just to finally turn on the man he's been glazing.
So opportunities were given to John Jones. He was 23. He was the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. Now, as he sits where he sits, it's his obligation to give it to the younger guy to give him that.
Oh shit, base Dana White. I don't even think I saw this clip myself. Sorry about that, guys. The sun was literally like growing in the background. Like I don't know if you guys saw, but anyways, base Dana White for that, and Dana kind of forcing John's hand here. Now I want to look at this video of John refusing to do an interview with a British person because they may or may not be associated with Tom Aspinall. What is this British racism? Let's react to this.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Guys,
Doing well. You okay?
good. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right.
Good, man. Good. Have a seat, sir. I you guys in, but
Hey, I'm not gonna do this interview.
you don't want to do it?
No, because it's gonna be an Aspinall Fest. I'm not gonna. Come on, let's go.
It's gonna be an Aspinall fest.
Hey, bro, nothing personal. I see how close you guys are, and common sense tells me what type of questions I was gonna get asked. So I'm just like,
Give it time to speak to who you want to speak to.
thank you.
No problem. Thank you. What's up?
Wow, that was just weird, huh? So he basically he's so like scared of Tom Aspinall, and he's so scared of like the idea of Tom Aspinall even being brought up in an interview. He refused to do an interview with some guy from BT Sport. And look, yeah, I know the guy from BT Sport. The guy, I'm sure, even would have admitted, like, yeah, I was gonna bring up Tom. I was gonna ask questions about Tom, right? Like the fans in the UK, that's what they want to see. The fans around the world want to see it. But John, it's not gonna make the fight feel smaller. You're really kind of just promoting this fight. You're doing an amazing job, John, of promoting this fight. Like it's just not. You're not helping your case at all, man. Dude refused to do an interview with somebody because of this. I mean, there's just so much, guys. Like he called Tom Aspinall an a-hole. We can look for that video right now. So here's the video of him calling Tom Aspinall an asshole. Let's just react to this.
There's a part of it that does, but if I'm being completely honest, I feel like Tom's been such an asshole that I don't want to do business with him.
Literally, the guy's been nice to you the entire build up to this fight. Or I know they're not fighting, but bro, does anyone else forgot Stipe Miocic exists? Poor guy. Like, but yeah, like literally, he's been nothing but respectful to you. He's been nothing but nice to you, even though you don't deserve it. You beat your wife, who's like 3 times smaller than you. You beat your wife in front of your kids. You took steroids. You ran over a pregnant woman. You're gay. Like, there's just so many things to not like about you. And it's just like, but he's still been nice to you, and he's still like respected you and showed you nothing but love and respect. And now he's all of a sudden been an asshole.
It's just like his fans have been so annoying. And obviously, you don't get this far in a career being affected by fans.
Why does he talk so gay? You don't get this fire. You don't get this fire. Like what?
But he's just an asshole. With his he's 30, so he's from this influencer generation where you hop online and the T-shirt sales and all that.
What?
I'm past that type of stuff. I'm like, bro, if you had a little bit more respect, then maybe
You beat your wife, bro. How about that? I'm past all that. You beat your wife. You took steroids to cheat in some of the biggest fights of your career. You've never knocked down anybody with a punch, except maybe Lyoto Machida, whatever the fuck his stupid name is, who slipped. Like, oh, I'm past all that. You beat your wife, took steroids, have been arrested multiple times. What are we doing here, bro?
we could have worked something out, you know, but I just don't even want to do business with him.
I don't even want to hear your voice anymore, you fat. I want to call him a. And you know what? We're gonna end it with this. We're gonna end it with this because this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Dana White was asked about Jones versus Miocic and the winner of that fight fighting Tom, and this was Dana basically saying, "I think the winner should absolutely fight Tom Aspinall." And as you hear the crowd,
Winner fight Tom.
The winner should absolutely fight Tom.
let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Base Dana White. Look at John Jones drinking his gay water. Look at Stipe absolutely not caring. Dana White smirking a little bit. Look at Dana.
Next question.
Tommy Chance.
Knock it off.
And then John says, "Nah, get off. I suck dick every day. I can't say the word. Yo, I'm gonna get banned off YouTube. Anyways, make sure you guys like and sub. Yeah, man. This is the last video I'm doing on John Jones for a long time. Well, obviously, I'm gonna do the post-fight. Actually, no, there's gonna be a lot, right? Because then, like, depending on what happens tonight, I'm gonna do a video on that. Oh man, there's gonna be I'm so sick of talking about John Jones, man. It's just even though the videos get views and people like it, it's just I just hate hearing this guy's voice. I hate seeing this guy. I hate John Jones. No, I don't. I don't hate. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. He's a woman beater. Anyways, make sure you guys like and sub. Fuck John Jones. Yo, I really hope Stipe knocks him out. It's probably not happening. See you guys next time. I'm John Jones and I'm gay. Yeah.